What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and welcome back to our Age of Wonders 4 series on the Empire and Ashes story realm. We are currently on the second mission of the story realm. If you are enjoying the series, make sure to leave a like. If you're not, make sure to leave a dislike. I appreciate all your feedback. And last time we left off, well, we kind of had a slow start to our research and such because our Dragon Lord did get defeated early on. So he was out for about 2 or 3 turns. However, we did get an outpost going, so we already have our second city up and running, which is pretty good progress. And we have pretty good relations with Alfred and Carissa. Now, we did choose the option to get good relations with, who's this guy? Noctis. But it doesn't seem to be making much of a difference. We have clashing affinities, and apparently we're a pretty high threat to him. So he's the only guy who feels kind of indifferent to where everybody else feels respectful. Ideally, we get everybody allied, since this mission tends to frown upon war specifically, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So we'll see if we can get allied with anybody. We'll definitely be trying to get as many allies as possible, and then if we have to go to war with 1 or 2, then that's what we gotta do. We're gonna keep exploring with our scout, kind of see what's around the map on the other side. How are we doing here? Already, these guys... Well, you're level 5, so you're pretty even with me on the main city. And we got our outpost built into a city before you did. But Carissa already has a level 8 settlement. You have level 6, so you're 1 level ahead of us. But we do have both of these up and running now. We got our second hero. We should probably continue to build up some troops. So I think I'm going to go for another Primal Darter. And I think that's all we have for this turn. Our dragon needs to heal a bit more, so do our troops. I'd like to sit in our settlement for a turn. And then we can continue pushing out. During a diplomatic gathering, a discussion between High Chancellor Noctis and Fire Queen Carissa the Red starts. Heating up. You lecture me on morality, Noctis? Carissa laughs mockingly. Aren't you the one who regurgitates the souls of his own forefathers to fuel his undead engines of war? At least my enthralled orcs know that their labor ends with death. Noctis is barely withholding his rage, his cheeks a dark green. How dare you? You inspire cannibalism and raiding for the sake of violence. My experiments serve only to increase our collective knowledge. Will we gain a wizard's bond? We don't want to ruin relations with both, so it is kind of making us pick and choose. And Noctis already kind of feels indifferent towards us, so I feel like siding with Carissa. Carissa is right, you have no right to lecture her on morality, Noctis. It's only minus 100. It's not horrible. I don't know if that's permanent. But we will get the Wizard's Bond with Carissa, which would be nice. Because that's 1 step closer to an alliance. So, over here we want to get our Town Hall upgraded for sure. +1 province annex range and +10 gold income. That's only going to take 3 turns. You can keep on moving. We'll probably go here next to the Oasis. This fight makes me nervous. They have 3 people who can seduce or convert, which could be pretty problematic. You have 1 unit that can convert. This one's not so bad. But getting some magic materials early on would be really nice. We have an iron deposit here. Nothing but open land to the south. Kind of have to decide where we want to expand. What is this? An oasis. Okay, so this is like pastures, but in the desert. Good to know, good to know. It's a low-risk battle. I really don't want to risk losing my dragon. I think we take 1 more turn of replenishment. Okay. Pretty good idea of what's going on this western side of the map. Wouldn't mind, like, doing a full circle and then exploring, like, the outer edges with our tracker. I think we can go... Let's get a protector in here. Let's really start pushing out troops for our second army. And we'll go ahead and end the turn. Empire development skill, farms grant +5 food. That would be nice getting that early on. We do have one farm. So that's only going to be a +5 for now, but the earlier we get that, the better, I feel. Is there anything else that we really want to push? We have road building, which could also be very nice. We get that next turn. City cap, we don't have to worry about right now. Mines grant 5 mana is also nice, but let's get our food up and running. Don't care about the spell. Alright, let's go on into this fight here. Clear this oasis. Good opportunity for some food. And then you have training, so I kind of want to get these units into your army and then just follow up with the dragon. Do you have anything that buffs? We can't see your skills right now. We'll try to remember to check that after this fight to see if he has any good buffs to where we would rather keep the units in his army. But I want to start gaining that experience passively through our warlock. You only have melee strikes. Let's kind of bring you over to the side. Oh, the map. The water applies wet, so they're gonna do extra damage. That gives us a weakness. Yeah. 2 shock weakness. That's kind of tough. We can drop a fireball on 2 of them. Can you reach me? No. And if we move there, you're also still good. Let's get you guys moved up 1. Might get you guys moved up 2. That way we can get our darters closer. And then let's pop this here. See if there's any spells we want to cast. We have a heal. We don't have any negative status, except for the wet, but that's just going to reapply anyways. We could weaken, but I'd rather... What does Afflicted do again? When this unit is attacked, they have a base 90% chance of becoming inflicted with a negative status effect based on the damage type. Okay. Okay. Now we could just pull back here. Let our warlocks and our darters go to work. We can come here and tail whip. Does say it'll retaliate. No, this shouldn't retaliate. We could kill this unit. Statically charged, we're gonna take some damage. Can you finish this unit? You can, as long as you don't graze. Perfect, there's 1 down. You can get 2 hits. Alright, 2 shots here. And then 2 shots here. And then we have 3 shots here. You are going to be able to engage in melee. That's fine. You can also hit me. Oh my gosh, that's very solid damage, actually. It's a bit scary. We could weaken, but I'd rather save our mana. I don't think we'll lose anybody here. I hope not. Find out. Yeah, you should survive. You are electrified. Okay. Let's give you the kill. No retaliation. And then we'll give our darters the kill. Not too bad. One of our units did take some pretty hefty amount of damage, but no losses, which is the important thing. Freeze up the Oasis. 114 food is really good. A Shalalug? Grants Assassin Strike. How? Okay, you can't quite reach the Oasis. What do we want to focus? The farm gets the vendor and the woodcarver's workshop. Gold, draft. Yeah, I think we get the farm going. You can come into our own territory. Be kind of nice to scout out over here. Start moving our tracker around. It'd be really nice to get some roads over here. We could go ahead and hit this army next turn, but that's a risky battle. Let's check your skills before we forget. You don't have anything that buffs troops. So I'm gonna get all of you into an army. And that way you guys are getting the passive experience when we level you up. We have to level you up first. I think we go after this force next. Start clearing them out. We could go ahead and check underground. See if there's any good stuff there. It does look like we have a potential vassal. We're already using our one Whispering Stone, though. So maybe we hold off on that. Admit it, Carissa says to King Alfred with a grin. You hate me. You hate what I am. It was a wizard who invaded Athla and killed your kin. Someone like me. Do I provoke you? Enrage you? Alfred's jaw tightens. Whatever game you are playing, Carissa, I am not joining in. Carissa continues. You pretend to be accepting, but you, too, fear wizard kings. Why is it that people love those who are granted power, but hate those who take it? What is so great about self-righteous passivity? What do you think, Thulia dear? Are ascended champions better than wizards, as so many with their granted powers believe, or are wizards better for taking what they have earned? We already have the wizard's bond, so we can get double wizard bonds. Ascended champions are better. Power should not be taken for, but granted. I have been pondering the many allies and enemies I have in this realm. I'm glad that you seem to be one of the former. Let us try to bring our empires closer. It's gonna cost us money, though. Yeah, you're gonna charge me for all this stuff. Not quite interested right now. You're 305. Carissa's negative 205. which isn't super great. We could get a declaration of friendship, but now we don't have high enough relations. Okay. Some would consider your course of action deeply unwise, especially if you want to avoid vexing me. She's not happy about that one. Mines grant 5 mana. Can't get any of this stuff right now. Material refinery is done. That's a pretty nice building. Let's get... I guess we can get fumigation. I wonder how long that weekend lasts. Alright, the Primal Darter is done. You're the only one who can reach. Storehouse is done. Interesting. I think I'm gonna go for the farm. We do already have the farm, but... Or... Quarry... Another forester... Then we can get this boosted. We have other options for farms though, so I think I'm gonna take the quarry. Get some production in as well. Boost our building speed. And then you are gonna come move into this battle. Alright, we do have one injured troop. Our dragon's a little injured. Each 2 turns, one of the attacking units has a 90% base chance of suffering distracted until the end of combat. Distracting whispers. That could be problematic. That could cause us to take some extra damage. You guys eat the foliage. Okay. Whatever works for you, guy. We're gonna try to move up our people kind of slowly. Okay, our weak one is distracted. Go figure. You gotta be really careful of that convert. You guys can't reach me. You can get a double hit there. What's your cooldown? 3 turns? I'm gonna take that. Okay. That keeps you guys out of range. Keeps you out of range. Pull you around. Did condemn us. That hurts. How can they reach me all of a sudden? Was it only those guys that couldn't? Must be. That's a bit of a bummer. Alright, we have 90s here. 90s here. You have 90s. The Grays. Okay, we should be able to finish this tier 2 unit, at least, which will be nice. Hopefully. How much damage can you... we're gonna be just short. Still some pretty solid damage, though. I think, 22 damage. You enter defense mode off of this. Let's get you healed. You are distracted. 90% of consuming the unit. That's kind of cool. Nice. There's one unit down. You're gonna try and convert. Okay, thankfully we resisted that. You are distracted, but you're in defense mode, and you have the temporary hit points. They also have Rising Fury. Nice. Got him out of there. You two can both shoot these guys. Try and knock them out. And I feel like you should come in here to get these guys melee locked. Maybe we melee lock these guys as well. That's some nice damage. $65 with the potential to kill. We can take that. The grazes. And a miss. Okay, you can kill, but that leaves you exposed to the skirmishers, but you guys already are exposed. You can also kill, so we'll just take that, actually. And then these guys can move up and melee lock the skirmishers. Are gonna take a retaliation, but I think that's okay. We inflicted blind, actually. And the blind stops him from counterattacking, which is awesome. Alright, we should be able to do this with no losses. Your convert should be on cooldown. So we should go through unscathed. He should die from poison and bleed. Perfect. Alright, let's move up with our range first. Do what damage we can. Especially to the people who can retaliate. You can just heal yourself. 90 here. You only have the 50. I think I'm gonna take out this guy, because our dragon's not gonna be able to reach anybody. A miss. Alright, well this is a guaranteed kill then. As long as we don't get too many grazes. And he's blinded, so no retaliation. Perfect. Melee lock you, and then a retaliation should finish you. So that should be the end. We'll give the kill to the dragon. Boom. Nice battle. And we have some magic materials available. Our warlock gained a level. We got some food and a shield. You can annex a province. Let's go ahead and grab the... I want to say the research post, but maybe we don't worry about that yet. Maybe we get the farm over here first. What's the tavern need? A second farm? Okay, we'll grab that then. And you are definitely getting the XP. Let's get another protector. Whispering Stones grant +1 allegiance. Is pretty nice. What's your progress? You still have a while until you become a vassal. We could make peace with you, but nah. I think next we'll try and clear this mana node. See if we can't start grabbing some additional mana. Alright, Town Hall's done. Let's get the tavern, I think. But we could get the shrine, the library. I actually think I'm going to go to the library early on, so we can get that boost in knowledge, start getting our research done. You're going to join the dragon. I really want to unlock roads. Could get that in one more turn. Okay, we have an infestation over here. There's also an infestation over here on our vassal's territory, or our potential future vassal. We shouldn't have any, like, competition for that vassalage. During a diplomatic gathering, King Alfred and High Chancellor Noctis have an argument. I cannot condone your experiments, Noctis, Alfred says. Your experiments on lost wizards are immoral. They may be monsters, but they are tortured souls who used to be people, like us. Noctis scoffs. It is typical for those of lesser intellect to fear science they do not comprehend. My experiments serve the greater good. As you say, lost wizards are tortured souls. How is this fate, to serve my pursuit for knowledge, worse than an eternity in the astral void? Alfred looks at you. Stone Drake Thulia, dear. What do you think? Is the torture? Noctis harumphs. Experimenting of lost wizards immortal or justified? Experimenting on lost wizards is immortal. They were once like you and me. Yeah, we'll go ahead and boost our relations with Alfred. I mean, even just one alliance would be nice. It's a deal. Can we get other stuff? You're gonna charge me? Nah. Not worth it to me. Okay, you can join the dragon's army next turn. Let's get another darter going. Although you can join in this fight. Actually, let's just pull you together now, so we only have the two armies. Yeah, I think I'll take the mana. Temperatures in the immediate area rise and fall intermittently as a group of elemental beings panic at your army's approach. The gargoyle, seemingly the leader of this group, wavers unsteadily before you. It seems aware that engaging you would result in almost certain death, but is unwilling to abandon its group. Demand a portion of their primal power before they leave. Okay, and then we can go clear this quarry. Is this the same infestation, or is this the second one? No, that's his lands. Spirit Downs. Okay. So we've done a full circle. There's a little bit of land here, but it looks like Harissa's already taken it over. So I think we do another loop. We do have they have a small army here. Charger, Protector, Darter. Ooh, we can get, whoa. We can get a Charger, Charge Strike and Cleaving Charge, an Animist with Spiritual Healing, and summon a Primal Serpent. When summoned on favored terrains, it gains Frenzy, and then we have the Afflictor available. Okay. We have our next quality troops available. I think that's all for this turn. Alright, they are sending a war party. It's good to know. You might get attacked. They have 2 small armies here. Alright, let's clear this first. Another Protector's available. Alright, so in your army, you have 3 melee. I'm gonna check out the Animist. You're getting a Primal Darter, so we'll have 3 and 3, which is a nice little balance. I might build up a 3rd stack too, because we have 7 turns until our next hero's available. But let's go ahead and go into this fight for now. I think this is a quarry. You guys have quite a bit of movement. You can move there. We'll sit here for now. Let them come to us. They do have 2 ranged. Okay. The Inferno puppies are being smart. We can take 2 hits here. Does cause bleeding on one. I'm gonna pull you back. You'll be able to get 2 shots. Maybe we shouldn't have pulled you back. Maybe we should play this aggressively. We'll sit back for now. We'll let them come to us. They did apply the burning, which is a bummer. You're gonna hit the dragon. 1 miss. 2 misses, great. Which is surprising, seeing that it's a large target. They're gonna focus that unit. We do have some healing we can do though. So you can come on in for the flanking attack. I don't know why that's appearing as less damage. I thought it said we could only get 1 attack there. But maybe I saw wrong. We get 2 shots here. The quicker we can clean up these guys, the better. You can come in for the flanking. I haven't decided who I'm gonna heal with yet. graze. The double graze? Why are we grazing so bad? Good lord. Alright. I think I'm gonna go for the heal here. And you enter defense mode. And then our hero can finish. And I gotta start whacking this one. This one could be in a bit of trouble. 42 and versus 20. At 40, yeah, we might actually lose him. We could go weaken. It doesn't say enemies, it says units. And that's ending their turn. Status protection. Is the heal gonna make a difference? Maybe. I'll go for the heal. $42, 20, 27. That might save you. That might keep you alive. This is gonna hurt though, for sure. Okay, just a little bit of damage here and there to everybody. Okay. Let's finish you with the dragon then. 2 shots at 90 here. And then you come in for the melee and melee lock them. I'm probably gonna heal with you guys. You can finish this. And then we can get some nice shots on these Inferno Pups and probably heal with these other guys. These guys having heal is... I'm quite liking these units. I feel like they're pretty solid. With the Primal Fury, and then the self-heal, and then you guys have an escape. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to start checking out the tier 2 units. Be able to reach. You only get 1 shot at 90. But we should be able to finish you with our range. There we go. Warlock can finish the job. Alright, another level up on our dragon. Honestly, I might go Palisade Walls just to give you some defenses. And then we can get the Vendor. And I'm just gonna have you produce merchandise for a turn because we can go ahead and get the Town Hall next turn. Alright, what do we want with you? Cooldown of the breath attack is reduced by 1, could be really nice. So we can displace with the tail whip and inflict stun. Or we can enter defense mode and guarantee 2 times weaken. I kind of like the chance for stun. Take him out completely. I'll go displacing. Okay, I don't know what that is. Coming our way. I would like to get you guys some extra healing, but I don't want to leave you guys behind. Because that could be the Marauder army. I don't know who that is. Yeah, all that's done. Orders required. Yeah, I want you guys to stick together. Our army's pretty weakened. The sounds of a strange thunder rumble in the distance. Where dark clouds rise from the desert, a stern-looking man appears before you. You are witness to the arrival of the Commonwealth remnants. We have survived torment to liberate the realms from all invading wizard kings and those who support their rule. What they have stolen, we will retake. What they have destroyed, we will rebuild. As the ally of the invading wizards, Carissa and Noctis, you are just as guilty as them. Oh, interesting. He's not at war with, Albert. So if we would have just made friends with Albert, or did we also have to choose, champion? Is there a way to avoid this war? I will cleanse the entire astral sea of the curse of the wizard kings and those who support them, including you. Do not resist. So be it. My lord. Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord.
Yeah.
Some nasty forces to start off with. Seals control reached. We still don't know what that means. Are you attacking me? I would really like to capture this outpost. It's gonna take 2 turns. It doesn't mean we lose that province. But do we care so much about that? I don't know. Yep, let's go ahead and get this going. And then, what else do we need? Another forester, a forester in general. Okay, let's go ahead and grab the forester then. Outpost founded. You guys can annex another province. Let's get, what do we need here? Another forester and another quarry. Kind of want to grab this mana node though. I think I will. And then let's get the... I'm gonna get the stone steel. Production and food sounds pretty nice. Grab that early on. Okay, we actually don't have to sit on that, though. I'm a little nervous about those Marauder guards. That could be a problem. That's a tough little force. I mean, it's just the Golden Dragon that makes it tough, but... Alright, you had a hero, a spell blade with poison darts and whirlwind strike and a charge strike. We get to see the animist in action. Let's do it. Alright, so what I think we'll do early on is we can move up a bit. But then I'm gonna... okay, good. Can't reach. I'm gonna heal. Get you guys healed nice and early. I didn't want my dragon there. Oh, you destroyed it? Okay, you still can't reach, which is good. Yeah, let's get all you guys healed. That way, hopefully you don't take additional damage after this. We can just go ahead and end the turn. So things are starting to get interesting. You summoned a whole mammoth? You're gonna do poison darts. Into cover, still hit. Of course you can hit me. We can get a nice shot here. I think we take that. We gotta... really don't want to waste time clearing this mammoth, but... oh, they have the hideous stench. Okay. Let's take these shots. This thing is tanky. Her charging strike could really hurt. Especially because you're going to be flanked. No, not quite. It's only 10 damage. Against you, that could hurt. But I don't think we can kill you. Maybe we could. But is that who we want to focus on, or do we want to take care of the darters? Probably the darters. Alright, we can finish the darters off, which is great. We never even attacked with you. We didn't attack with either one of you. Alright, we might have been able to take this guy out then. That's fine. Let's get a small 15 heal at least. In case you take some extra damage here. And we'll see what the enemy decides to do. Yeah! Okay, not bad at all. Let's try and take down this hero. also try and take out this mammoth. You can kill. I believe if you come here, you should be able to tail whip. Why does that say that'll do damage to my own guy? Oh, it heals them. And we got the stun. Okay, we can win this fight right here. Awesome. Not a bad fight at all. That one went pretty smoothly. Healthy male. Put that on you. Have points in defense? Absolutely. I don't know if we'll be able to take that. We are capturing this, right? Yeah. I don't want it, but I don't know why we can't, like, raise it. This guy makes me nervous. You're still in reinforcement range of each other. But we probably want to go ahead and capture that outpost as well. We got somebody in the prison. You're gonna stay. Actually, you could probably come in and capture this. Oh, it's technically a siege. Alright, let's pull you on back then. We got units being built up. We have you who can come into the dragon's army next turn. We're getting a good amount of healing. Whew.
You have discovered a...
After last dreadnought, Edward Portsmouth left to prepare his war machines. An emergency conclave is called on the Saharan oasis. I did not settle here to be provoked like this, Noctis explains. Alfred is surprised. That was Edward Portsmouth, a legend on Alpha. Surely we can bring him to reason. Even Carissa seems startled. Those war machines, they are unlike anything I've ever seen before. Meander appears. I sense the same energies around this last dreadnought as I do in Magehaven. Whoever he was, he is now a danger to the realm. He must be stopped. You have discovered a seal. These structures can be claimed by any of your armies. Your control over the seal will increase over time, resulting in a seal's victory over this realm. Every few turns, defenders of the seals will spawn and attack. If you leave the seal undefended, it will be lost until you retake it. Seals cannot be annexed by a city. Oh my lord. We never saw the roving furnace. I feel like that's a Reaver unit. And the stinking golem. But I mean, if we defeat Edward Portsmouth, might get a victory, you know? Okay, there seems to be another, like, vassal type faction over there. We can pick a new tome. We have Materium and Nature right now. Are there any other, like, special ones? We could get Tome of Evolution, which gives us some chaos. Also gives us a Slither. We've seen this in the last mission. Okay, you guys are all friendly with me now. Clashing affinities. So it's because we have nature that causes our affinities to clash. You have chaos, so we would have matching affinities. You have order. That would be clashing affinities. So maybe we just stick to nature and Materium, and it would only really make you mad. But Materium clashes with Astral, but you have both. Nature would make you happy. You're fine either way, although Materium would be matching. And the Materium with you would be matching. It's gonna cost us money. Are you at war with everybody? No, you're not at war with Alfred. Alfred's not at war with anybody. We'll take a defensive pact, absolutely. Share vision. Heck yeah. Open borders. We'll take it. Okay, good amount of treaties with Alfred. You'll take a defensive pact. Yes. Share vision. Yes. Awesome. Open borders. Yes. How about province claiming? Yes. Doesn't cost us anything. But you, we cannot get this without spending some money. So I'll hold off on that. See if maybe our relations improve. But I think that means we go Materium again. Which, I mean, we did just go Materium, but... that's chaos. Tome of the Rock. Tome of Enchantment. We did go Tome of Enchantment last time. So we could get Tome of the Rock this time. Central Quarry. Just gives us production. But we get the Gargoyle. It gives us a charge unit. You could become stone... is it a greater stone spirit or is it just a stone spirit? Rock Blast. It gives us a damage spell. Stone Skin. Good protection. Melee and missile attacks. Ooh. Physical damage and a chance for bleeding. So, and then when they get hit, a chance of poison. Double damage over times. I'm kind of liking the Tome of Rock. Smash your enemies with the force of stone. Specialize in increasing your defenses and dealing physical damage. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of the Gargoyle. This could be nice just because we could ascend or evolve you. But I do like the spells. I don't like Earthkin. +1 defense isn't bad though. Purging arrows, damage against magic origin, chance of removing status effects. We have spells that can do that, I think. At least negative status effects we can deal with. Resistance. We do have a lot of shielded units, but those are all tier 1 that we've seen so far. Awaken tools. We give up city stability. Chance of inflicting sunder defenses. That would be nice on our new shock units and our shield units. Poison arrows. We already kind of do poison. When we get hit. We already have a heal. That doesn't really stand out to me. I don't want the chaos affinity. Wild Speaker. Conjure animal could be nice. But are we really going to focus animals like that? I don't think so. I think I'm going to go Tome of the Rock. I like this one.
Earth. Rock. The very foundation of the world beneath our feet. Embrace it. Harness it. Use its solidity for both protection and pain. Call forth minions of stone and turn your own skin into the hardest rock.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Obsidian Weapons. Blint the Underminer, first protector of the moment. Because we have a charging unit. We have one. So I'm gonna go Obsidian Weapons. Chance of bleeding and +1 physical damage is solid. Envy Storm. Your hero, Dagny the Shaman, asks for an audience. Okay. Win a siege battle against a throne city and win a siege battle. Personally slay a ruler. I'm gonna go Conqueror. Whoa. You're like transformed into a snake. Sage Eltane Gravitas of the Free City Fates Web greets you for the first time. Salutations, Stone Drake of the Lizard Hunters. We occult halflings humbly ask you to respect Fates Web's territory and independence. Okay, you're being vassalized by Carissa. You're the one closest here. This is the one we just saw. I'm fine with that. She's getting an outpost. Oh, Lord. Carissa could be in trouble here. She does have some Furies, a Pyromancer. What do you have? Defenders. You do already have a longbow. That's pretty solid. Second hero. What about our buddy down here? We can't see him yet. We don't share vision. We don't have any treaties. Alrighty, well, it's starting to get a little real. If we could siege this before that becomes a city, that would be awesome. We're already about to capture this. So we need to stop this from becoming a city. That's going to be our next goal. So, we will go ahead and prioritize that next time. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.